Hi, this video is about generalist SEO versus SEO specialist. My name is David Hood. I'm the Dallas SEO Geek, and there is a big difference, and this comes up a lot. Don't necessarily get as many questions about it as I hear people talk about their past and their future plans. Past plans not working or future plans, and it's a little bit of a re-education process because this is very different than a lot of other disciplines out there. So one thing that's really important to keep in mind throughout this whole thing is that the value of high quality SEO versus medium or low quality SEO is dramatic, absolutely huge. And this is only one piece of the puzzle. There's actually several other pieces that reinforce this and amplify this even stronger. But this is one example of what I mean by the rewards distribution. So if you rank number one for something, you're going to get about 37% of the traffic. Now, this can vary dramatically. It could be 50%, it could be 25%. But the trend that I'm showing here is the same in that it is an exponential drop-off. When you go from number one to number two, you're already losing about half the amount of traffic. By the time you get to number five, you're at about 10 times less traffic. The bottom of the first page, if something only gets searched 100 times a month, and you're number 10, that's really not going to provide a lot of value. Now, maybe if something gets searched 100,000 times a month and you're number 10, okay, that's pretty stinking good. But the point here is that some people, they go for the cheaper or the more general SEO people, and sometimes they're not even getting on the first page, and they're thinking, they're getting a deal. When if they pay double, let's say it was double, they could get 10 or really more like 100 or 1,000 times the kind of results that they could get. This is very important. So, I would say when you go to hire someone, don't hire the least expensive person. I'm not the most expensive sometimes, but I'm usually not the least expensive either. But hire who you think is the best fit. Obviously, you have budget concerns, but if someone doesn't seem like a fit, or they don't seem like they really focus at all on SEO, then just don't hire. Just better to do nothing and move on to other marketing opportunities. So some examples of web designers that are generalists. Web designers, a lot of times they know a little bit about on-page SEO and they know nothing about off-page, and so they integrate it a little bit with the web design, and sometimes they sell it as SEO when a lot of times it's like the very most basic, simplest SEO that could be done, and it's really not going to help you rank on the first page, or especially high on the first page, unless it's extremely uncompetitive. So marketing agencies are another example of this. It's a little bit different. Sometimes they have a partner that's an SEO specialist. It's really pretty hard for them to hire a full-time person who really knows SEO. It does happen from time to time. If they really are that good, then a lot of times they end up leaving the company because they can usually make more money outside that, unless it's a really good agency. But most of the time I would say marketing agencies, their SEO is pretty limited. Sometimes again they do have quality SEO. I would ask if you're considering a marketing agency for your SEO, I would ask about the person or the team that is doing it, okay, and make sure that there's someone who focuses on SEO exclusively, because there's plenty of work to do at full-time SEO for years and years for someone who's highly technical. And I'll get a little bit more into that in a second. Part-time SEO, so someone who, these people are probably new, maybe they're doing it 10 hours a week. It's pretty hard to be really good at SEO in 10 hours a week, even if you've been doing it for a year like that. So part-time SEO, that's going to be pretty hard. New full-time hire, some people think, okay, we'll just hire a new person and train them. Well, first of all, you're not going to know what to train them on or how to get them started on the training. Second of all, they're not going to know anything about SEO. They're going to go and they're going to read the general articles that are public out there, and they're going to choose the most expensive, least powerful, least effective form of SEO out there. I.e., the main thing is people say, oh, content marketing, build it and people come. And that can work, but content marketing is not in and of itself SEO. It does help with SEO if done well, but also it's the most expensive and longest term path. Yeah, for big companies that can hire a bunch of people to do the content marketing for them, and they already are doing other marketing and they already have authority, this can help definitely, and this can be an okay path for them. I still think it'd be better if they took a little bit different approach, but that's the approach that these people are going to take, and it's going to take you forever to get results. So let's look at a specialist real quick. So I'm highly technical. I've been building my own computer since I was a kid, and websites since the 90s. I have two engineering degrees. I'm highly technical. I'm very computer oriented, and I spend all day every day doing SEO. SEO is all I do, and anything, there are some things that are closely related to that I do work on, but basically the focus of my day every day is SEO. Sometimes even when I go to talk to people, I'm thinking about SEO and I should be listening to them. Sometimes that happens. And I've been doing this full time for over 4 years now, and actually part time for 3 years before that. And there's still more for me to learn. There's always more. Even the best people in the world have more to learn. And actually, I have quite a few mentors that are extremely good at SEO, and they all do it a little bit differently. All have their own little flavor, and they're all also learning and testing and doing more, and they're learning, trying to get better every day. And that's kind of what I would think that you would want in order to get the quality results. Usually that's what is required. Another thing is to focus. This is true for pretty much any discipline. If you're a lawyer, but you're trying to be a lawyer and a doctor and an engineer all at once, that's going to be pretty hard to do, right? There's a lot of benefits to focusing. You're going to be, if you try to do 3 different jobs as opposed to one job, you're going to be less than 1/3 as valuable. You're going to be like 1/10 or 1/100th as valuable, because there's certain efficiencies and big gains that you get when you focus and you dig deep, and your brain spends a lot of its time just working on that one concept. There's a lot of complexities with SEO. SEO is a new discipline. It has shifting goalposts, and that the algorithms change. Now the core of Google's algorithm, I think, is roughly the same. They do have some additional factors going in there, but it's extremely complex. There's a lot of moving parts. There's thousands of different moving parts, thousands of little decisions, and you don't want someone who just knows a little bit or spends a little bit of time trying to navigate these complexities. Your website is a boat, and you're on a bunch of different rivers, and you need to navigate through alligator-infested waters for your business to be successful. And someone who has no experience with those rivers, it's going to be very hard for them to deal with all the complexities that are going on. Maybe not the perfect analogy, but an analogy nonetheless. So if you are looking for an SEO specialist, you can get a free analysis. Go to my website. Click on the discovery form and fill it out and submit it, and then I'll get back to you very soon, and I'll give you a free SEO analysis and recommendations, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.